Hi, my name is Gabriel. There's a lot more in the world than what we can see with our own eyes. This is a microbial world, and from time to time we can get in contact with one of these microbes, also known as viruses. Knowing why and how is important during the crisis of COVID-19. First, let's start out with the basics. Viruses, also known as infection agents, are made up of genetic materials from DNA and RNA. The layers of viruses are complex. Viruses are made up of nucleic acid, which can come in the form of single RNA or double-stranded DNA. This acid lives inside of a capsid, which protects it from any threats like radiation, high acidity, etc. Some viruses may also contain a lipid membrane which prevents any detection from the host's immune system. As you can see, viruses are more than meets the eye. These infectious agents were first discovered in the 1800s. Scientists are still discovering new types of viruses and how to combat them today in 2020. Fun fact, did you know viruses cannot be seen with a normal microscope and can only be investigated with ultra-powerful electron microscopes? So you may be wondering, what are the most dangerous viruses and what outbreaks have they caused? Well, lucky for you, I'll be answering that today. The 1918 Spanish flu pandemic was one of them. It lasted through 1918 through 1919. Its main targets were typically young adults. Recent searches declare that the virus killed as many as 100 million people. Next, HIV, human immune deficiency virus infection, is a pandemic that still exists today since the first outbreak in the early 1980s. It was first identified on June 5, 1981, and is the most invasive epidemic known to records, killing more than 25 million people since it was discovered. Another two well-known viruses that are not so deadly but still enough to note are severe acute respiratory syndrome and Middle East respiratory syndrome, which are ironically caused by coronaviruses. MERS was caused by MERS-CoV. The symptoms are none mild or severe. In this case, the symptoms concerning this virus included fever, cough, and shortness of breath. On the other hand, SARS was caused by SARS-CoV. This virus caused a SARS pandemic which lasted about 8 months, resulting in 774 deaths. Symptoms were flu-like ones. Now let's talk about the deadly virus affecting us today, COVID-19. COVID-19 is another type of coronavirus. Of 6.3 million who contracted this virus, 380,000 have been reported dead so far. COVID-19 was uncovered in November 2019, Wuhan, China. It spread quickly because the virus can live on surfaces for hours up to 10 days. So you might be wondering, what happens when a virus enters your body? The innate immune system is one of the first things to start attacking the virus. The innate immune system is made up of cells, barrier tissues, and molecules. This system sends key white blood cells named macrophage, neutrophil, monocyte, dendritic cell, and mast cell. These cells can take down a virus in the following ways. A macrophage cell is capable of eating pathogens and dead cells, and they also help with repairing barrier tissue. Neutrophil cells move from the bloodstream and remove and kill the harmful pathogens. The dendritic cell kills pathogens and activates the immune system. Mast cells bring down the swelling when a virus infects a cell. Another type of immune system is the adaptive immune system. The adaptive immune system ignores molecules produced from your own body and targets threatening molecules that are foreign. After it attacks a foreign molecule, it memorizes it, so the next time it enters the body, it rids it more quickly. The cells in the adaptive immune system are called lymphocytes. There are two types of cells. One of them are called B cells. B cells produce antibodies whenever a pathogen attacks. These antibodies can recognize many harmful molecules that could be a threat, and it helps with the removal of the molecule. On the other hand, T cells identify pieces of protein on the virus and can either kill it or assist other immune cells in the removal of the pathogen. Now that we are done talking about the immune system, let's take a look at how a virus mutates. In order for a virus to mutate, it must go into a host cell. According to Dr. Christine M. William, an endocrinologist at Columbia University, she explained, "A mutation is a change or error in the genetics of an organism or pathogen. Not all changes affect the function of a virus. This is called a neutral change." Also, according to Dr. Williams, she stated, DNA viruses mutate less frequently because there are proofreading systems in place. On the other hand, RNA viruses mutate more frequently since they make more mistakes. As you can see, viruses are much more than meets the eye. They are highly complex and ever-evolving organisms that cause a lot of action when they enter our bodies and when they are brought into our world. For more information, feel free to go to my blog at blogs.scarsdaleschools.org.